matchup we have for you. Part of what makes this the best sport in the world, a rivalry game. A time where no matter what the record or the season outlook, a win in this one solves all problems and gets you those valuable bragging rights. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Wolverines will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Northwestern's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking for a man, it's Marshall. Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. This offense has it with really good field position. Give to the running back. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Makes the catch. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Line of scrimmage is at the 28. That would make it about a 45-yard field goal attempt. They're going to go for it instead on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Northwestern wants to go quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. The give out of the gun. Turning it on. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wildcats with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking for a man. It's Marshall. Bringing the heat. Got his man on the right. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. It's caught downfield. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Get it out on the screen. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42. Northwestern will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Special teams coming through. As they pin them back, they'll mark it dead at the 10. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've got it back after that last drive. Breaks into the open. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Rides the back on the option to give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. That's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Randall. Makes the grab on the left. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
Connection to the right. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. And the Wolverines are rolling down the field. Looking for space. It's Spillman. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Bottle little time, lets it go. Working that left side now. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best 2 teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverine. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Dropping back, it's Marshall. It's complete to the left. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Wildcats will hustle to the line.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
Man, that's how you finish plays. That is absolutely beautiful.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll try the run. And into the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Northwestern. The extra point here would tie the game. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the run. He's got it out. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Michigan. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returner, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. What a return that one was. 95 yards. He took it back for 6. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. One final play before the end of the quarter. Running back searching for a hole. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Scanning the field, it's Marshall. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Northwestern right back to the line. Creates a little space. Turning it on. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Turns it on in midfield. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Using his legs, it's Spillman. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him.
Lays out and makes a sweet grab along the left sideline. Just when you thought that ball was out of reach, nothing appeared to be out of his reach there.
Yeah, he says just throw it up and I'll go get it. To track the ball all the way down the field and dive and lay out with that body control.
Touchdown, Wolverine! Oh, that baby in and strolled into the end zone for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Wildcats have it back to Northwestern offense headed out. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer. And down he goes back at the 3.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Gives them a little more breathing room, a 3-yard gain out to the 7. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. They're 3rd down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Randall. Here's a heat. Gets open down the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the left side. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. That is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Looking for space, it's Jansen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll try to take it back. The 20. season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Tennessee is on top, but it's not like Peyton Manning or T. Martin are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by a field goal over Alabama. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. You should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Back to pass, it's Marshall. Here's the pressure. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Northwestern will send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch around the 50. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll run this play from the pistol. On the run, it's Cox. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wolverines will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And this one will be touched and down at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to throw, it's Marshall. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Northwestern will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He's going to run it. He'll get down to avoid the hit, but he might not be able to avoid this penalty flag.
Hold on.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They want to throw it. Under fire. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Kick comes up a little short, and now he's thinking kick 6. He'll need to unleash his thunderfoot on this 56-yard attempt from the right hash. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The Wildcats will kick it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. First down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. By himself, he makes the grab. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. They'll leave it with him. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Short throw is complete, and he'll grab it, step out of bounds, and pick up the first down. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A 1st down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Go straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Trying to escape and get it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Northwestern will send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So here comes the Michigan offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Got the first down, looking for more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. They'll try to get outside. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. Defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, the defense doing a great job winning, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And the defense getting in the backfield quick, fast, and in a hurry. There was nowhere to run with that football. Nice penetration by this defensive line.
Yeah, and a nice job, too, of not getting out of their lanes, right? When you're on offense.
Picked off to stop the threat. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
And when it's 3rd and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there, and the defense makes the big play.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Northwestern will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive done.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Randall. Got his man in the middle. He works his way inside the 40, but they stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down from the 38. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. What a disappointment. No good. Because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Snagged out of the air. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
With the catch, it's Jansen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Rushes on him. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. On the option. The pitch. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, running back gets the give. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. The give to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Tight end now in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that.
Cricket.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Finds some fresh air. Breaks into the open. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Wolverines are on the move. They want that clock to run. Makes one man miss. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. And the Wolverines trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got it down to the 3, now it's 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. So here comes the field goal unit again, and we know how that's gone today. It is perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Quarterback running on the draw.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment, because today
he tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to throw, it's Merritt. Quickly complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.